Welcome everyone!
Oh.
Here we are presenting Inori Mikamori as she is alive.
Clearly, very clearly.
Very alive, very alive.
Very definitely.
The ghost of a shrine maiden,
alive.
that means she's alive.
And here we present Inori Mikimori
Dead!
As you can
Yeah,
see.
because she's a ghost. Well, no, actually, no, in this case, they don't even mention she's a ghost. She's just had her eyes gouged out.
Yeah.
Apparently, that means she's a dead ghost rather than a live ghost.
They also have to specifically state that Miss Emmy here is also dead.
Yeah, I really like how you can play... Wait, Twisted Guardian, that's got a video, did it?
Where?
The Twisted Guardian. Oh, yeah, that was... yeah, okay, I remember that one. That was the one who was shoved in the box.
Yeah.
So you got... they just call her Whitehead Girl at the moment. I think it's Shiragiku, her name is. I think the guy you just defeated was like Flame Guardian.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, there's an item around the corner if you want it. I mean, you can go around it afterwards. No! Okay, now you have to go to that room you saw before. And that's by the small boat, so you'd see that on the water.
I know where that is.
That should be... I think that's a small room. You know where you walked out and you went along the outside and you got to that room which was locked?
Yeah, I know.
It's actually the room to the left of that.
So simply put, I'm just going to walk around aimlessly for the next 12
Yeah,
hours.
okay, so this definitely explains why, you know that room, that item in the corner, aren't you? Just
Didn't appear as a white arrow, so I don't...
It did whilst you were taking the photograph.
I didn't.
Yes, it did.
No.
No, it did.
I didn't see it.
You'll see it when you edit it. As you watch and clearly edit with great detail.
I didn't see it on my camera. So, I didn't hear it either. See?
Fair enough.
But it's not there.
Fair enough.
It's not even popping up here. So,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know what you're seeing. I don't even know where the item is.
Oh, you can't get to it this side anyway. Fair enough.
So, I think you're delusional.
Let's see, other things to talk about. Could have you talking about something for a bit, but there's actually something... Well, it's actually funny that you haven't mentioned to anyone. We may be doing it as a playthrough in future, but of course, as you know, there was a lot of hype for this game. It was the big game that everyone was rushing out to get. You know, it was truly an immersive experience that all Sony fans were waiting for a long time. It was the successor to the greatest PS4 game ever made, and it just improved upon it in so many ways.
I assume
You have a little figurine right over there for it.
speak of Knack 2.
Yes, Knack 2, or as you put it...
I don't remember.
Oh my god. you kept going to me, Knack 2, baby!
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you did. You got Knack 2 whilst everyone else was getting Destiny 2.
It's been like...
Apparently you were faint for getting Knack 2.
Yeah, because it meant I took one of the key rings. And we hadn't sold any Knack 2. Because it's Knack 2.
Which is a shame, because actually watching you play Knack 2, it actually looks really, really good.
I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's...
No, that's why I said really, really good, not amazing. I said amazing.
You added 2 reallys.
Which makes it a great. The next step up from good is great.
I mean, that's debatable.
My scoring went good, great. I think it was then...
Great!
Yeah, good,
You gotta
great.
say it like silver if
Good.
you're gonna say it.
Great!
Okay,
Fantastic, and then astonishing.
Can I just point out, this is quite possibly one of the most mind-numbingly boring things I've done.
What, walking about... Well, it's
Trying
supposed
to-
to be spooky, atmospheric, but I'm kind of talking all over it.
Trying to figure out what I'm supposed to take a picture of. With goddamn tank controls!
I didn't... This I definitely know is not the right way.
Isn't it?
Well, no, because this is where you came from.
It just loaded something though. Can I just leave?
I think it's loading the area.
Can I just turn and leave? Is that an option?
Look, Yuri is going for a long, complex sort of method to try and find Hisoka, so...
She could just leave. Can you tell me where I'm supposed to go? Because I don't know.
Oh, let's see.
Everything looks the same to me.
Okay, you need to go by the water for the boat. You know, so down on the lowest level.
Okay, I can get there.
You need to go to the room with the... where you saw that Shrine Maiden. So if you get to that part where you're up top and walking along... And wait, no, I think there's an area down below as well. You know the area where you need to go for the...
Right, let's do one at a time.
Okay, so which of the
let's do
three?
The Shrine Maiden room.
Okay, Shrine Maiden, so continue walking along up top until you get to the area where you saw her across the other side.
So that was... this way?
You may also be able to get the boat further from here as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
She was over there.
She was over there. So you need to go...
The boat, I assume, is down there.
Yeah, you just need to be right angle. So you need to go through there, and you can see going along through there.
Go through here.
Go through those doors that you can actually see from over here.
So it means I need to get left.
So, yeah, go left.
Well, I'm only asking for help because everything does look the same to me.
There we go.
Yep, that's a ghost.
And it's either in this room or the next room. Oh, there's something in here though. So
Probably a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a piece of paper. No, it's not.
No, it's film. Well, and paper.
I know.
Writings and glancing.
Glance.
No, that's a glancing, but okay. Shrine Maiden's glance allows her to see the hearts of those returning to the water. The maidens take their pain...
Oh, so that's what
take
I
their
did.
pain, their sins, and all their secrets to ease their passing. Maidens whose hearts are full are made into pillars, basically if they've seen enough sin.
Okay.
Why are maidens getting so full of sin so quickly? They've been on the internet!
So it's basically fatal dancing.
Yeah.
But on living creatures. It's what...
Yep, this is definitely where you need to be. She's certainly a different Shrine Maiden. I think she's of the dead variety. You're just reading out what we just read. I mean, she'll definitely be a good one to take a glance out. Stop healing already. Didn't take that much damage. Are you using strong film immediately, just blitzing her? She's surprisingly easy.
It's because I keep getting shutter chances.
I remember, yeah, but even the way she attacks, it's just like really small sort of attempts. Like that, you know.
I think her legs are broken.
Yep. So,
Stop
memory. Oh, what, really?
She was saying words and everything.
Yeah, like, fair enough. Thought you were a bit more important than that. But no, HB, basically the only one who's been commenting on our videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Asked a question, asking whether we'd cover a subject of this for a tea time or anything. But I ended up replying that tea times are focused purely on video game subjects. Our channel is purely video game dedicated, but the ability to talk about other things that aren't video game related is reserved for us playing for a game, because technically no matter what we talk about here, it's still video game related because we're playing a game.
On top of that, Raph will talk about whatever Raph wants to talk about, because Raph doesn't care.
Yeah. But she asked if we'd explain or discuss, you know, our avatars we've got for the channel.
Oh, alright.
Because I ended up mentioning in the video that
Oh, that's nice. It's unlocked.
at the time that I have...
This isn't the right way.
Won't go through. I think you've got yourself a shortcut now.
Yeah.
That's handy.
But that's not where I need to go.
Go back through. I'm not sure if you have to defeat each of the key ghosts. I don't think so, because I don't think you fight a ghost after you take the snapshot on the boat.
Everything looks the same. I didn't take the snapshot though, did I?
Not on the boat.
No, of the one in that room. Or was that of that woman?
I'm thinking it was of that woman, but...
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You can't even check the photos. Because it doesn't let you save
That's why they have
them.
the saving... Oh, really?
No. Because you technically don't
I thought that was the whole point of the save and lock feature.
No, because you technically didn't take the picture, did you? There's nothing to lock onto it now.
Okay, so, for the moment, let's see if we can just find the other two areas.
Yeah, let's just... So...
Because we may have done it, it may just not have clicked anything.
I need to go down. I know vaguely how to get there. So yeah, Karen, of what you were saying.
You know, because I ended up mentioning, I wasn't sure what name your avatar actually had.
Neither am I.
Because you've used 3 different names for it before.
Have I?
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just called it Raphaham, other times you called it Raphaham, and one time you just told me, well, it all depends on whose head it's on. Really, it's just called Hat.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, you were just kind of saying, just call it Hat. Yeah.
Along, really.
So actually, how did you come about making it? Because I know originally you were, you know, wanting it, thinking of having it with a monocle, but then thought it needed something more unique. Because everyone has a hat with a monocle, apparently.
I like hats. I like tentacles.
Yeah, a little bit planet 2, definitely. 2 and 3 sending down. So, why do you have tentacles?
I wear sunglasses 90% of the time, so I simply figured I would mash it into something.
If you get closer, that should appear.
From that angle.
Why would I have to appear from that angle?
I think it's down.
Oh, that's super early on. That's the going on down bit from pretty much to the start. In the first moment you can go to... Oh. Hello.
She is aggressively dancing at me.
Oh no, she's going to hit you at this rate. Yeah, because she did not give you enough room there. Wow, I'm surprised you immediately were...
Drown,
I'm
bitch!
surprised. Yeah, I'm really impressed that you managed to immediately basically meteor smash her. I'm stuck here, you know. You can float. Once again, unintentional, but still a photo you want. It might be that killing her allows you to take a picture, because, again, she's a talking one, which might be the connection.
What did she say? I can't...
He killed them. He killed them all. I think she's referring to...
Crazy fireman with a knife?
Yeah. Because they don't tend to refer to killing when they refer to the sacrifices, which is what some of the other people have had to do, you know, doing the sacrifice things, you know, like the whole black pillar thing.
Yeah. I'm just going with the shoot them a bunch approach.
Yep. To be fair, she's got so many heads at the moment, it's like... Oh, that was a sure chance where she dodged it, that's annoying. So yeah, you know
I like how they just
you like hats, you like tentacles, and it's got sunglasses instead of a monocle, because I remember initially you wanted a monocle on it.
Yeah, but I wear sunglasses, I don't wear a monocle. So I figured, might as well have something that resembles me.
Yeah. And then... Colour-wise, you know, red's your favourite colour, so you went for that for the hat.
Yeah, I literally just picked the colours that I like the most.
Yeah, which is why the tentacles is sickly yellow.
Because I like the colour yellow. Let me touch you.
She probably won't give you a flashback if the last one didn't, yeah. So it's either... I don't think it's from there that you take the photo, it's probably from there, which I know, I've roughly know how to get to that one. Go as far back to the beginning as you can, to that lantern, that first lantern room. And you know how you sort of like walked through the first corridor.
There's like the two stairs going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, you just went with your favourite colours, which is red hat, tentacles. If I remember correctly, it's got eyebrows on it, doesn't it? That was I think an addition the artist made.
Yes, so it can emote better, I believe.
Yeah.
That's the wrong way.
And it's also that feather.
Yes.
Yeah. Where did the feather come from? Cause...
I think that's because the top hat that I own has a feather in it.
Ah. And so you just make up the name every time, so it's never got a consistent name.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's supposed to be me or not me. I don't know.
Well, an avatar's supposed to be just a representation. It can be either
yours is a
you,
woman.
It can be either you or just basically someone who's supposed to represent you on your behalf, like an ambassador, effectively. Yeah, an ambassador's the best way to see an avatar.
I don't think I'd trust a hat as an ambassador. Especially not a hat that is
tentacles.
Clearly some sort of Lovecraftian terror.
Roughly, that sounds the exact sort of person you'd trust.
I think I'm lost again. No, I'm not. I remember where I am.
Yeah, because this is the shortcut you've got now.
Yeah, this is... Everything is just the same.
Do you see why I hate this area? Like, I'm actually so impressed it has not lagged nearly as much as it did for me.
So am I
this
supposed to
area...
those stairs or those stairs?
No, those go you down to, you have to go round to the, go through that door, remain upstairs for the moment. Go through those doors.
Yeah.
Because down there's that's the area you'll get out of when you run away from...
Yeah.
Spooky lady. Yeah, go through that one. To the right.
Actually, that's something. You mentioned something about a photo earlier, and I don't. Oh wow, it really is. And that's just blue.
That's just fireworks.
That just looks like a Pokemon attack.
Which, speaking of which, oh wait, no, I should probably get onto my avatar. So,
yeah, do that.
So, Nanka, the creation of Nanka, well, her name there...
Stolen artwork.
Yes, okay. So, it started with me finding a picture of a witch, sort of brown-clothed witch, eating a pumpkin, flying through the air. Not with a broom, weirdly enough, but flying, like, backwards, which seems very dangerous, with bats around her. And...
Yeah, I see where I'm supposed to go, but that's not...
And the drawing was done by, I think the artist's name is Kaori. But I ended up using that as my avatar for basically every internet-related thing I ever did. And I kind of liked the idea of having a consistent picture. That one really didn't want to let go.
No.
I like the idea of having a consistent avatar across all the sites I'm on. And the idea of just keeping it as that. The only time I remember changing it initially was for Christmas time. I'd change it into like a Christmas theme sort of image I'd find. But ultimately I ended up just sticking with that Kaori witch picture. But then, I realised that when doing the Grin Brothers, I needed something that was unique and original.
Stolen artwork.
So I ended up, I ended up wanting commissioning a drawing. There you go. Was that not it? There we go. You have to get the photo from the right angle.
Yeah, because I didn't get this with the other lady. So that's my first picture.
Yeah, you... Is there a note saying that? Just that?
That's going to be a very soggy bit of paper.
Yeah. Wow, I'm amazing at reading. The Shadow Spring, source of the Blackwater. To contain the Shadow Spring, to prevent the Blackwater from bursting forth, Mount Akami must be bolstered with the reliquaries. Maidens crossed from the shrine of the Emperor to the shrine of the water on the boat of passage to become great pillars.
Why not just dig a really big hole?
Yeah.
And just let it seep into the hole?
Caskets are used so as to not taint the mountain soil. Reliquaries are used to protect the purity of the water.
Okay.
The waters of the Mountain Kami are the source of the soul. The pure water must be protected. The black water must not be allowed to overflow. It's been overflowing for a long while, by the way.
Ever hear of cement? Slap a bit of cement in a hole, won't seep through into the dirt.
Yep.
Clay, even.
Okay, so that's one. I know where the other one is. It's down in that bottom area that you were in. That you obviously need to go later on.
This looks important.
Yeah. Again, you have to try and get to that big room. where the Shrine Maiden is, but I think you have to do it from the opposite side of where you were. Because I remember the room being a right pain in the butt to fight enemies in it, because there's like these, you know those little Japanese door things they have, which, you know, basically makeshift changing rooms?
The paper doors.
Yeah, the paper doors or panels to do a makeshift changing room.
Mm.
You know, not attached to a wall or anything. You know, they just carry them along.
I get what you mean.
The room's filled with that.
Oh.
And like, a ghost can go through it, but you can't. It's like, it's paper. Just tear through it, Yuri.
Push it down.
You're too respectful to the structure of this
we're going to
place.
have to end the episode.
Yeah, I guess I'll talk about Nanka next time.
When you can finish off
Finish with what?
what you were saying.
Oh, well, I mean, I can do it now, or...
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't really care.
Yeah, so, Nanka based it off of that. Her name is actually a bit of a random Japanese saying. It doesn't technically mean anything. The closest thing it means in Japanese is actually something like that. It's a very vague set of words thrown together, effectively. That basically, you know, it's a like, it's, you know, sort of thing, you know, it's something like that. Kind of like, you know. And the Japanese don't tend to use those sort of words often, but Nanka is effectively the combination of words that would mean that sort of phrasing. I just kind of ended up seeing it for it sounded nice, so I went with the name Nanka. As I said, when I'm commissioning the drawing, I thought, hey ho, let's change up how she looks a bit. So I based her colour scheme actually on pumpkin. So her clothes became orange, primarily orange and brown, and her hair became green, and her eyes, I sort of suggested her eyes be like a candlelight, you know, like a jack-o'-lantern. So it became sort of a bit of orange, a bit of red sort of thing. And that's how I sort of came up with the idea of sort of the design and concept for Nanka. And, you know, the personality stuff I came up when I was doing fan fiction stuff, you know, focusing on certain elements, focusing on other elements, and not wanting to have her characterised by certain things which I felt were a bit too typical. You know, I wanted her to be a very sort of polite, kind character, but I didn't want her to be shy, because I felt that's a bit too commonly done. But of course, you know, as an avatar, technically, you know, there's not need for a personality per se. It's just that I've, in order to, in other works, just as a way to basically say, I made this, I've incorporated it into it, just as a very quick sort of... I like the idea of having something that can be recognised, oh, this will be something written by this guy, because it will feature this character somewhere within it at some point. Sometimes as a focus, sometimes it's just a bit of a side thing, you know?
I just like hats and tentacles.
So yeah, that's my explanation, and Rafi will continue searching.
Okay, so
I guess we should start for when you've actually found the room. Which one do you want to go for first?
The one we don't know where it is.
Yeah, so we'll record back when Rafi's found that. Cheerio, everyone!
If I ever find